Well, hello there, you amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. You're looking absolutely amazing, by the way, as we have strolled on into Terrific Tuesday. Is it terrific, though? I suppose in the UK it depends where you are, and in the US as well. I know that you have some hurricane issues over there, something that us over here, the nearest we get to that is, I believe, that once one of our bins was blown over. Devastating. But anyway, I hope that you guys stay safe. Can't imagine what that's like living with that kind of concern, the power of Mother Nature herself. But anyway, let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. As this is video one of two, at least two. Later on today, we'll be talking about the UK riots and what is actually really going on here, because let's face it, it ain't what is being pushed out in mainstream media. But anyway, in this one we are sticking with Jay Slater. I know, fuck the trolls, I don't care. There's something to talk about, so I'm talking about it. Like it or leave it. And we're talking about the fact that it's being said that there are now trolls, that's it, trolls and scumbags, hoping to cash in on the Jay Slater situation. It's not happened yet, has it? It's not happened yet, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen it. People trying to cash in, but anyway, here we go. So Jay Slater's trolls plan to live stream teenager's funeral in depraved bid to cash in on Britain's death. I wonder where they got the idea. So the funeral of Jay Slater has been targeted by vile trolls and scammers who are trying to make money off the teenager's tragic death. There's going to be in this in a second, right? You've got to keep watching, because there's going to be a penny drop moment at some point, okay? So let's read that again. Vile trolls and scammers who are trying to make money off of the teenager's tragic death. Now, I know what some people are thinking. They're going to be thinking about the GoFundMe and things like that. But let's look, love or hate it is Jay Slater's family. And if anybody's entitled to make money off his death, whether we like it or not, the family is. I think it's just, when we looked yesterday at the difference between how Jack's family, Jack O'Sullivan, and Jay Slater's family, the fact that it was set up by Lucy Law on behalf of Jay's family, and the way that that has all kind of been handled, and you know, there was just a feel to it, a certain feel. Again, in comparison to Jack O'Sullivan's, there was just something about it that just doesn't sit right with some people. But the bare bones of it is that we see it all the time. You know, that's the new thing with social media. It does give you the ability to fundraise at these points in life that are very, very tragic, very upsetting. And if I'm sitting on YouTube and I'm doing videos and I'm making any money on the Jay Slater case, I cannot criticise his actual family for doing it. So, you know, it's that. But look, swiftly moving on. The 19-year-old flew from Lancashire to the Canary Islands for a music festival, but disappeared after he went to stay with a friend he met during a night out on June 16th. Based off his last known location, which was in Royal Detano Park in the north of Tenerife. I know we're going over old news, but bear with me, because you'll get it in a second, which saw local police, his family, and even TikTok sleuths scour the land to try and search for the missing teenager. Sadly, their attempts were futile, and the body of Slater was discovered on July 15th, almost a month later. On August 10th, Slater's body will be laid to rest in the chapel at Accrington Crematorium in Lancashire, and the funeral service will include a celebration of life ceremony which will commemorate his 19 years. I'm sure that some elements of his 19 years will indeed be left out. However, trolls have capitalised on the event and have claimed that anyone can watch via a live stream. To access this link, well-wishers must pay a fee. The family says they have been swamped with reports of these scams popping up online, according to LBT Global, a crisis support charity that helped Slater's relatives through their loss. The charity has slammed the scams as hurtful and deeply unrespectful to the 19-year-old's family. Wait for it. Chief Executive Matthew Searle from LBT Global told The Sun, "We're inundated with reports of these scams, and as fast as we can get the platforms to remove them, more repair. To be completely clear, there is no live stream of Jay's funeral, and anyone claiming to offer one is a scam." The downside is anyone who's got a drone would be able to put a drone in the sky and film and provide that video. Whether they can, I think DJI potentially can do live streams from a drone. They can easily rig something. They could rig like a DJI Pocket 3 to a drone and stream it. So to say there isn't going to be one exist, I think, is quite a stretch, because there is going to be the ability and facilities out there in order to do it. And when you open this up to the world too, because let's not make no bones about it, they have taken money off of the general public and stated that the vast, that they're hoping to, they were still getting donations after he was found. A GoFundMe that was set up to assist in finding him surpassed its target and was left running after he was found. And it was said that they wanted ongoing donations in order to provide this, this send-off. And when you do that, that's obviously then not going to be a close-knit family affair. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't take money off the public and say you want to give him this huge send-off and then be absolutely certain that people aren't going to come in and try and capitalize on something that has become the spectacle that it has. So to say that it isn't going to exist, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. As much as being hurtful and deeply unrespectful, this has taken vital donations away from a small charity. He asked that anyone who sees a link to report it and stressed not to send the scammers any money. And there we have it. There's your penny dropped moment. This is LBT Global. This is Mr. Searle concerned that someone else is earning money and it could potentially reduce the amount of money that he is going to acquire through this situation, because make no bones about it, the family have requested further donations rather than flowers and things like that in order to give money and donations to LBT Global. It makes me wonder why they didn't just take a lump of the money that surely there's some left and give that to LBT Global, because how much can they actually truly acquire through the don't send flowers, instead of buying flowers, send money to LBT Global. We've set up this, pay it into this pot and we'll give it to them. I know flowers are expensive, but there we go. It is so typical of the vile trolling this family has received for them. It is so typical of the vile trolling this family has received for them to target something so special as a funeral, he continued. Following a post-mortem examination that was carried out in Britain last week, a lot of people have wondered whether there was any post-mortem done or anything like that, whether there was going to be. Apparently, there was one done in Britain, and it came to the same conclusion as the aforementioned one that was done out in Tenerife. His body was found in a deep ravine in the mountains, and it was believed that he fell whilst trying to make his way back to his hotel. It's the verbiage in this. It is believed, or they say things like, we're pretty sure he did. He most likely did. Do you know what I mean? They never absolutely can say 100% he absolutely did. 100% fact, he did. They can only be pretty sure. We're pretty sure. We're pretty certain that's what happened, and there's no evidence to support anything else, and so there's no point in saying anything else. Coroners found that Slater's injuries were consistent with a fall from height, and stated that his death would have been instantaneous. The Spanish Civil Guard said the teenager could have fallen in the terrain where he had been walking, which had previously been described as dangerous. Could. Well, you would hope that he absolutely 100% did. But there you go. It's trolls looking to pay-per-view the funeral. Heaven forbid they take any money off Mr. Searle & Co. But there we go. It is what it is. Keep your eyes peeled. You might just get to see what's going on. And I'll catch you all in the next one.